Hello, subscribers, and good morning to all you YouTuber viewers. I'm here to tell another paranormal story, which I'm doing of my friend's story, but this one's different. This one involves the other one's a demon story. This one involves one of my friend's special needs teachers. Her grandmother, she's Irish descent, Catholic, very heavily Catholic, as I am, same. And she told me a story because I asked her, has any of you or her family ever encountered like paranormal or demonic entities? So she told me a story of her grandmother, which was the grandmother in Ireland. So what happened was she didn't say she just told us the main story. So the main story goes, Miss Beaudry's grandmother was with Irish, worked for the church, the church in Ireland at the time, and she and the nuns and some of the priests were called because there was a house in countryside, I believe it was the countryside Ireland, was haunted, bad, like heavily haunted, like paranormal activity, that bad. So what happened was, so she and the priest, Miss Beaudry's grandmother and the priest, all and the nuns go to the house, and they said they described the air as being thick, heavy, thick air, like depressing, negative energy. Like it wasn't good. Like you really don't want to be in there. It gives off a bad vibe. So what happened was they were, long story short, some things would be moving around. She wasn't really specific on what was being moved around or what it was, but each of the priests and the nuns, even her, have seen the objects move around on their own, and was confirmed that yeah, this house is haunted because they want to make sure, because during exorcisms and house cleansings, you want to make sure it's real and legit, not made up, because people could be making up stuff for attention, but they had to check it out to be sure, okay, is this legit? After staying there and seeing some of the things happening, like objects moving around, people getting pushed, even the priest and them feeling something, and even her seeing some people get pushed and objects being moved, they confirmed that there's a demon, some demonic entity in the house. So they use cleansing salt, like the spiritual salt, um, holy water, holy oil. They had the rosaries, because the rosary is very powerful. Rosary is very, very effective. And they began reciting prayers and began a cleansing on the house. No one was possessed. She never said anyone was possessed, not that I remember. Just the house itself was being overrun. So as they perform the cleansing, they are saying the prayers, they're using the water, the salt, the oil, Bibles, anything to remove the demon. And as they're going in, like a couple minutes, at least half an hour, maybe an hour into the cleansing, they feel something like shaking, and all of a sudden the chimney, keep in mind this is a chimney that's made out of brick, there's nothing combustible, nothing flammable, nothing explosive. This is a traditional fireplace like you see in a regular house. The chimney, from the back, the chimney exploded from the inside. There was no like fireball or anything, it was just something invisible, something unseen blew up the chimney. And it wasn't anything like fire or fuel. A demon blew up the chimney. It's kind of funny but strange. A demon blew up a chimney. And the next thing they know, Miss Beaudry told us her grandmother, the next thing she knows, they're looking outside. You could see outside. And they were all shocked and terrified, because they were in shock because and terrified because you just saw a chimney explode and you just saw a demon leave and flee. So after the chimney exploded, all the priests, the nuns, and even her, Miss Beaudry's grandmother, are just looking outside like, what the hell? Like, they did not expect that. They honestly did not expect any of that to happen. And the only way for the demon to escape was through the chimney. That was the only way it could get out of the house, was through the chimney. And that's why the chimney blew up. The family had to get their whole chimney redone because of that. And other than that, that's the only story she told us, and she passed it down to her kids, and then Miss Beaudry, and then the teacher told our class, the class about it. So that's the only paranormal story she has. But I will also talk about another demon story about a haunted house from one of my art class. She, a student from my art class back in high school, which was like 4 years ago, which was sophomore year, she had a demon in her house, and I'll tell that story in another video. Until then, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll put the links of the other videos in the description down below, so if you want to check those out and check out the channel, feel free to do so. I also post music, and I'm also going to post some funny stories that involve my family, friends, and their friends. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the story, and peace.